obviously, if my mother-in-law was upset, I'd be like, no, let's do what she needs to do. The only person that can like change that is my husband.
Yeah.
So my husband needs to either like make a stance and say, nope, we're not doing that, and this is what we're doing. But because if he leaves it to me, it's going to be a default to like whatever your mom wants to do.
Yeah. But I mean, he gave her an option. Like, what's the difference doing it Sunday than as opposed to doing it Friday? I'm assuming she was upset because it wasn't that Friday. They always did it on Friday.
Hey everyone, welcome back to We Time Convo. This is our Thanksgiving episode, which was recorded a week prior.
And happy Thanksgiving. Today's episode is an Am I the Asshole Reddit Thanksgiving special.
Yep, we're diving into the internet's messiest holiday stories.
Let's see whose side we're on.
Let's get into it.
Hey Debbie, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I love Thanksgiving.
I know. I think our Thanksgiving episode last year, we just talked about our traditions and what we usually eat. And are you doing any cooking?
Thinking about it, yes, I am, because it'll be at our place.
Yeah.
I'm thinking turkey or ham.
If you do ham, does someone else bring the turkey?
We probably will buy. So my debate right now is cooking turkey or buying turkey.
Yeah. I actually bought a full dinner from Whole Foods.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was it? Was it good?
Well, I had it a few years ago now. It was actually pretty good. Everything was already cooked. I just threw it in the oven and it was awesome.
Okay. I have looked at Whole Foods for that.
It's good. I like it.
You recommend it?
Yeah. I just don't like.
Which one did you like? Which package?
I got the one for 4 people.
Okay.
But
was that enough?
Yeah, it was fine. I think it could easily, actually, if you have like a little more like sides or other things, it could easily feed like 6 to 8 people.
Oh, good to know.
In my opinion. But yeah, so happy Thanksgiving. I am thankful for you.
Oh,
I'm thankful for Irene and this podcast.
I'm thankful for you guys. And, you know, when you reflect, I reflect, and I'm like so thankful for what I have.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
So today we are going to read, this is Thanksgiving, Am I the Asshole edition. So what I did was I pulled some stories from their subreddit, Am I the Asshole?
Okay.
And these are Thanksgiving stories. So we're just going to read them and we'll just do our hot takes on them.
Okay.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. So the first one is, hi. And this is not for me. I'm reading it from the person that posted this Reddit post. Hi, I am using a throwaway for this one as my husband knows about my main account. So to start this off, I, 27-year-old female, have been dating my husband. Dating? Shouldn't they be married? But anyways, my husband, who is a 34 male, since 2018. We got married 3 years into our relationship. Okay, there you go. Which is in 2021. And things have been going extremely well. We have spent 4 years of Thanksgivings at my parents' house. This was the first time we chose to spend it at his parents' house. When we got there, my mother-in-law, her mother, and both my sister-in-laws were in the kitchen, all helping each other with food. Me and my husband went in there and talked for a bit. My mother-in-law asked me if I would like to help out. I said, no, not right now. Would it be okay if I came back soon and help out in a bit? She very nicely said it was totally fine and told me and my husband to get us something to drink and hang out with the men and kids. My husband gave me a nasty look and said, you're not even going to help? His mother said that there were more than enough people and she just asked me in case I wanted to help with the cooking, but they all managed just fine. He grabbed a beer for only himself and went to the living room. I did the same and followed after. I ended up helping them with setting up everything on the table as I wanted to help out just a bit. His mother did not ask me to do this. Neither did my sister-in-laws. Dinner went extremely well. We talked a lot and I really like his family. When me and my husband got in the car, he started mumbling really angrily at me. I asked him about 3 times what he was saying before he blew up at me. He told me that it is their tradition that the women are in the kitchen cooking, that I disrespect his mom in her own house by acting so entitled. We ended up having an argument about the whole thing, and he has not stopped insisting on that his mother is in fact offended by this. I have not talked to her about this. She did not tell me anything about being offended either, but I know his mom is a really nice woman who would never want to say anything bad about someone. So I started to think that maybe I really disrespected his mom, and she just doesn't have the heart to tell me. So am I the asshole for not following their traditions? I feel like I was an asshole because helping out would not have been that hard, and I had known the outcome, I would have just stayed and helped out. So I don't think she's the asshole.
I think she is.
What?
Yes.
You know what? He is probably the type of dad that like if they had kids, if they do have kids, that she's supposed to do everything because she's a woman.
You know what? You know what's missing from this story
Yeah.
is the reason why she said no, not right now.
Why? What do you mean?
Because I don't know why she's that was her. Like, for example, if I go into my mother-in-law's house,
Yeah.
for regardless tradition or not, right? And if she says, "Hey, would you like to help out?"
Yeah.
I would say, "Of course."
Yeah.
So I don't know the reason why she said what she said.
The mom?
No,
Oh.
the lady. She basically said, "Not right now. Would it be okay if I come back soon and help out a bit?"
Yeah.
So she doesn't necessarily address the fact of why she said not right now.
Yeah.
Like, not right now because I got to put other stuff away. Not right now because I'm not feeling well. Or it's just like, no, I just don't feel like helping my dad.
I feel like that's kind of, now that you mention it, that is kind of disrespectful because the mom did ask her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I think it's just the fact that he was really, really upset.
Oh, so you're mad at the fact of the whole, like, him being upset about it?
Yeah.
I can see how it is because it does make her seem kind of entitled. So it leads me to believe that she didn't have a good reason to say not right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so that's why it's critical to know why she said not right now.
I what got to me was just the fact that it's their tradition that women are in the kitchen and men just don't do anything.
Oh, I didn't take I didn't take it that way.
Yeah. That's what bothered me about it, was that whole thing. It's like, okay, well, you can go in there, help. I get Thanksgiving traditions, but I also feel like he shouldn't really be that upset about her not helping out.
I think he's probably explaining what the tradition was,
Yeah.
but I think he was more upset that his mom was offended or knew that his mom would have been offended.
Well, she said it didn't seem like she was. Do you think the mom actually really was and said something to him?
I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
if I had a son
Yeah.
and I'm cooking and my other two daughter-in-laws are cooking
Yeah.
and my other daughter-in-law comes and I asked her, "Hey, we want to help," and she says, "Not right now,"
Yeah.
I'm going to feel some type of way.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Will I address it to her?
Yeah.
Probably not, because I wouldn't want to have an argument or bad blood or whatever it is, but I definitely would have taken some type of way.
Yeah. I get that part. And I do the whole thing with traditions is I feel like if you're in someone's home and that's their tradition, it would be nice to follow that tradition. If you're not a traditional person and don't feel like all women should be cooking, it should be fair, then have your own tradition in your own home.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she goes back to, is she the a-hole for not following the tradition? I think one, yes, but I do have to give her some like leeway because it's like maybe she just didn't know. Like if she didn't know, and like she said, if I knew, I would have just helped.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe when she has Thanksgiving dinner at her parents' house, it's like catered. So in her mind, like I'm not really thinking about making food. It's not.
I think the husband being really mad and not giving her a beer would piss me off, and just took his own beer. It's like, relax.
Well, I think that's probably where he could have done a better job in saying like, "Hey, the tradition is you gotta go," and and then
or
she
even
like,
telling her before they went there.
Oh yeah, like that's where he could have done a better job for sure.
I think in a marriage, it's like when you have traditions with your own family, and that's when you start blending things in, and you have to understand that your partner's family does things differently.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. Wouldn't you, as like you're coming in for the first time with tradition, wouldn't you like hit up your husband and say, "Hey, what's going to go on over there?
Yeah.
Like, how do you guys do this?" Like I would ask. Because again, I want to make a good impression to my in-laws, right? Yeah. And obviously my other sister-in-laws. So I would proactively ask what's going on.
Yeah. Now, if she went in there and she asked and they said, "No, we're good," and he was still mad about it.
Oh, that's a different story.
That's a completely different story. But it's the fact that she was like, "I don't want to help right now. I'll come back in a little bit." Okay. Well, I still don't think she's the asshole, but I think that you're right. He should have communicated.
I think she was the asshole, but she probably like they both could have done a better job on that one.
Right. You're married, guys. Come on, figure it out.
Exactly.
So there's two other stories. I don't know if you want to.
Which one?
You want to go through all of them, or you want to read the one?
Which one should I read? You want me to do
Am I the asshole for not prioritizing my girlfriend's tradition during Thanksgiving, or am I the asshole for skipping Thanksgiving to avoid my cousin's fiance?
Oh.
Well, we could do both of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. Okay. All right, Debbie, I'll have you read the next one.
So, am I the asshole for not prioritizing my girlfriend's tradition during Thanksgiving? I already say yes, and I hadn't even heard the story. But let's hear the story. So, my girlfriend, 25, female, and I, 26, male, visited my parents for Thanksgiving, staying from Wednesday to Sunday. A couple of weeks ago, she told me she likes to get Chinese food on Black Friday because her family used to do that. And it's a tradition she doesn't get to do anymore. Initially, I dismissed it, saying we should eat leftovers since my mom liked us to stick around and eat with everyone. I also didn't want to leave others out, but she convinced me it was important. So I told my mom on Wednesday night that we wanted to go out on Friday. My mom was visibly upset. I looked to my girlfriend and asked if we could move it to Sunday instead. She agreed. Fast forward to Friday around 4:30 p.m., she told me she was upset that I didn't care about her feelings. I was confused because I thought we had resolved it by moving it to Sunday. She said she still wanted to go out on Friday, so I said, let's go. But then she said she didn't want to go anymore because she had eaten a big breakfast. I suggested we get her takeout later, but she said she was fine and we didn't go. Later in the car, she had a mature conversation with me about needing to learn how to let things go. And I thought that was the end of it. However, this morning, Sunday, she brought it up again, and she says she still was upset that I dismissed her feelings. She also revealed that this tradition is tied to her late grandfather, who passed away 3 years ago, and that's why it's so meaningful. She said she thought we were making fun of her for wanting Chinese food, which wasn't the case. I told her I wish she'd said something earlier because she was absolutely would have gone if I'd known how important it was for her. She says she's not mad at me now, but I still feel like she is. She also said I should have read between the lines. I feel like I tried to make it work on Friday and generally thought we had a plan for Sunday. Did I mess up? Am I the asshole?
I think he's the asshole.
You do?
Yeah.
Because now I don't think he is.
Well, okay, this goes back. Okay, these people don't know how to fucking communicate. That's the thing. Like, if she had told him from the beginning, look, this is really very important to me because it's tied to my late grandpa. Like he said, he would have, made more of the effort.
Yes.
But I get her saying that, being upset about her feelings being dismissed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I do kind of think he's the asshole still. But you look at their age and they're like in their 20s and it's like, okay.
Well, and I think it's kind of fucked up because, like, for example, he agrees.
Yeah.
He tells his mom about their plan for Friday. The mom gets upset.
Yeah.
And he turns to her and says, is it okay if we just move it? Like, he put her on the spot, right?
Yeah,
like, if that was put on me, then I would be like, sure.
Yeah.
But then I'd be like, you motherfucker. Like, how dare you? Like, because, like, between me and your mom, like, I know your mom's upset. Now you're asking me. You put it on me.
Or if she told him from the beginning about her grandpa, he probably would have told the mom, like, hey, mom, look.
Well, yeah.
This is why it's so important.
Well, yeah. Like, I would, like, if my mother-in-law was upset, I'd be like, no, let's do what she needs to do. The only person that can, like, change that is my husband.
Yeah.
So my husband needs to either, like, make a stance and say, nope, we're not doing that, and this is what we're doing. But because if he leaves it to me, it's going to be a default to, like, whatever your mom wants to do.
Yeah. But, I mean, he gave her an option. Like, what's the difference doing it Sunday than as opposed to doing it Friday? I'm assuming she was upset because it wasn't that Friday. They always did it on Friday.
Well, you know what? See, this is where now I'm switching my thing. I actually do think that he's the asshole. You know why? Because he put her on the spot.
With the mom.
Yeah. And so she had, like, nothing else to do but say yes.
Yeah.
So, like, that is ultimately, he's the asshole because he didn't realize that he put her on the spot and that he clearly dismissed it because he was like, my mom's pissed, let's just do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
But to your point, she needed to make sure that he understood how important it was.
Yeah.
And she didn't let him do that. She didn't do that until after the fact.
Right.
And that was too late already.
And there's one thing that irks me is people dismissing my feelings. I mean, they're in a relationship, right? He should have known. Like she said here, he should have known that it was very important to her and that, or I think he should have at least apologized after the fact. Like, hey, I'm so sorry. My mom was really upset. And then could have had that conversation.
So you think he's an asshole too?
Yeah.
Okay. So we both agree he's an asshole.
I agree.
Okay. We both agreed on this one. Yes, you're the asshole.
Next Thanksgiving, you need to make sure on Black Friday you get your Chinese food.
There you go.
Yes. Okay.
So next.
Okay. Am I the asshole for skipping Thanksgiving to avoid my cousin's fiance? I, 27 female, am very close with one of my cousins, 30 female. But I'm not a big fan of her fiance. They've been together for 5 years, and at a family event, he's either a total grump, he's drunk, or both. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with that. But anyways, on Thanksgiving night, my family always has the Charlie Brown Christmas movie on in the background after dinner to kick off the holiday season. The volume is almost zero and it's just on in the background. We don't sit around and actively watch. 2 years ago, he complained about it being on, even though it's not loud and the football games had already ended when we put it on. Last year, he showed up drunk, pretty much belligerent and was slurring words, and he immediately started being rude to my cousin when she tried to give him water instead of beer, and he complained about the movie so much that we changed it even though he was in the kitchen and it was playing in another room. After an hour, I went and put Charlie Brown back on because I love watching it and he wasn't paying attention, so I thought he wouldn't notice. I moved the TV controller under a pillow so he couldn't change it again, and when he realized it was back on, he freaked out, started yelling for someone to change it. No one said anything, but some of my family members were looking in my direction. Then he full on yells at the table I'm at and told me to turn the fucking movie off. One of my brothers got up and told them to leave, and he and my cousin left right away. He apologized after, but my cousin acts like it didn't happen. It was really jarring to have someone yell and curse at me. This year, I skipped Thanksgiving because I didn't want to deal with him, and I'm still not comfortable being around him. My aunt and uncle were upset that I didn't come and tried to guilt trip me. I've seen him and my cousin at other events this year, and we were cordial. I kind of feel like the asshole because I hid the remote, but I think I was justified in skipping in Thanksgiving. My 2 brothers have been on my side since it happened, and so have my other cousins. Is this person the asshole? Is she the asshole?
Yeah, no. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't know if the asshole is the right word. Is she like the asshole for changing it and hiding the remote?
Yeah.
No.
And not going to Thanksgiving.
Well,
after
not
because
going
of
to
that.
not going Thanksgiving. I get it. If you're like not, so let's agree. She is definitely not the asshole for changing it back to Charlie Brown and hiding the remote.
Yeah.
You go girl.
Yeah.
Now going back to like skipping Thanksgiving, like I get it. If you're not comfortable, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like that is what it is. If you're not comfortable, don't force somebody to be somewhere that they're not comfortable. However, if he's apologized and it was a genuine apology, people make mistakes, then even if it's a little uncomfortable, maybe you should try to get over it and like move on, because again, her and her husband have been together for the boyfriend, fiance, whatever, been together for 5 years. So what are you going to do? Like somebody has to kind of, you kind of have to like adjust, right? So I think that she can adjust, but she leaves a void, right? Because obviously it's a big thing for the family to be together. And so she's making a personal stance, and that kind of puts everybody else in the middle.
Right. I agree with you. I don't think she's the asshole for hiding the remote and putting on Charlie Brown. I do think she's the asshole for skipping Thanksgiving because of it. And isn't that normal Thanksgiving where someone's always drunk and then there's always drama? Like Thanksgiving is all about people getting together, whether you don't like Uncle Brown or Auntie, whatever, right? Like you just have to face it because it's not about you and it's not about them. It's about everyone being together.
Yeah, I'm saying too. But again, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily. I mean, is he always a drunk and an asshole or whatever? I don't know.
It's an event. Like people get drunk at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
there's always that drunk person.
I know, but that's the other thing too, right? Like you have to also be kind of don't be a a fucked up drunk. Like, you can be a fun drunk, you can be a sleepy drunk.
Yeah.
But if you're an aggressively like talking shit drunk, then no, you should not be around anybody.
See, I think that's what the thing is with my family parties. I don't know if I can say the same for you, but there's not always just one drunk person. Everyone's drunk.
Yeah.
So like everyone's having a good time. We can say whatever we want because we're like, he's just drunk. And like everyone likes to drink in my family.
No, I love that. I love that because you basically have, you guys are flexible enough to be able to like, because like some people are so rigid that you're just like, bro, like you like give a little, because now I don't know, like to me, I look at it as a whole, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a whole family. But I don't know. I want to be very cautious. If somebody is like, everybody, like you can be drunk. I don't have that problem. But when you are a drunk that's aggressive, that now is like dimming the fun
or starting fights.
Yeah, like that, you need to figure that out. I'm not saying don't drink, but don't be like that.
Well, it goes back to like authenticity, right? Like it depends where you're at.
True.
Like read the room. Like if you're going to a party and this family is just very like conservative, they don't, just mind your manners, like drink responsibly, like just don't get drunk, as opposed to if you go over to my family, everyone's going to drink. It's fine.
I love a little bit of, I love drunk. I love it because you're loose.
And how often do you get together?
Yeah.
Like as a family as a whole?
I just don't like the aggressively like starting fights drunk.
Yeah.
Or talking shit drunk.
Yes. And that's when you need to leave. But again, it depends whose house you're in, right?
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
If they don't like that kind of behavior, even if you don't want to have alcohol in your house, it's your Thanksgiving party.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. People should just be aware. But I do think that she could, like, if he was genuine about it, and she should learn to let it go.
Yeah. Because you're not going to love everyone in your family.
No.
Let's be real. And you're not, what are you going to do? Just avoid family functions because of this? Like, you can't do that.
Yeah. You know what? That actually makes me recall something specifically about a Filipina. She basically cut off her whole Filipino family.
I saw that. I saw that on social media.
She basically said...
Because they're toxic.
Yes!
But Filipinos are toxic, right? Like, that's just our personality.
But she's like, I choose not to have toxicity in my life. And so she cut out her whole family.
But that's the whole fun part of being Filipino.
But that's toxic family. You know what, Liza? I was kind of like, I get what she's saying, but I'm like, but that's like part of being a family.
Yeah.
Is to realize that there is that toxicity and being able to like just get through it, like to adjust to it, get through it, recognize it. Right. Like, because to me, I don't necessarily like, you're not with your family all the time.
Right.
Right? Because you all have your own lives. But I guess her point is like, but when I'm with them, it feels very toxic. So why would I do that? And why would I have my kids around that?
That's wild. It's like this story that I read. I read this short story in my English class about this author, and it's a true story. And he always, growing up, watched Leave It to Beaver. And his family, like, he grew up in a Hispanic home, didn't have much money. His mom was never home. The kids, they went out and played all day and came back. But he thought his family wasn't normal, because he thought his family was supposed to be like the Leave It to Beaver family, always put together, always eating dinner at the table, always, but then he realized when he grew older was that even though his family wasn't a conventional family, wasn't a traditional family, they never ate dinner together, they were happy. They had so many memories of being outside, or their mom, like, didn't know how to cook, so she burnt pizza. Like, they had all these memories of like growing up that way, right? So I don't know if I'm off topic, but that's what I'm saying is like toxicity to me in my family. Like, what would I do without it? What would I do about, like, if my aunts weren't fucking talking shit about me, or like, cheese may all day, like what would I be doing? Nothing.
Well, and I think also it kind of builds character, right? Like, you're just like, okay, whatever. Because I do have to say, our Filipino
and
culture,
the body shaming, it's fine.
Our Filipino culture is kind of fucked up in a lot of ways. Like, if you compare that to other things, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, are you serious? Did you just say that to my fucking face?
Yeah.
Yeah. But to your point, right? You kind of just like, just let it roll. Just let it roll.
Yeah.
right? And then you just move on, and it doesn't stop you. I guess the thing for me is that the fun times, the laughter, the camaraderie, the family, that outweighs a lot of the kind of like the toxicity. Right? Because I guess if you 100% feel the toxicity, then I can get that you wouldn't want to be around it. But I guess what me and you're saying is that it's part of being a family that you have to adjust to, as long as it's not like the whole part of being a family.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it's everyone. It
Right.
could just be a few of those family members.
Yeah. And I guess for me, I just live in a...
Cut off your family like that, it's like... And she was older. Like, it's not like...
Yes.
So she's lived with her family for some time.
Yes.
What happened all of a sudden that made you realize, like, this is just too toxic for me?
I'm not speaking on her behalf, but I'm just speaking for me. The way I look at it is this is where you have to have, like, you can't expect, like, zero.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I guess it's the whole zero tolerance. Yeah. And therefore, because it's zero tolerance, I'm making the clear decision of just cutting you guys off.
Right.
And on top of that, it includes my family because I've made the decision to cut you guys off. But to me, unless it's like horribly bad, you kind of have to expect there's going to be a level of that you're going to have to deal with.
I mean, if my mom is always going to judge me. She's always going to have something to say about me. I'm never going to be skinny enough for her. I'm never going to, and it's like, it's hard growing up like that because I feel like we live in a society where everyone's just fucking sensitive, like about everything, right? And I think it made me a stronger person living with my mom because it just made me realize, like, you know what? Like, I'm living for me.
Yes.
I'm making me happy.
Yes.
So I don't give a shit what you say.
Yes.
Like, I just stopped pleasing my mom because she's never going to be happy. That's just her personality.
Yes.
She's never going to be happy. And I know that she does love me. I know that she's proud of me.
But see, but you know that.
Yeah.
Right? I think people forget that's like, sometimes I think it's hard for our parents to express it.
Yes.
The way we expect it because of the society that we live in now.
Yeah.
Their love language is so different.
And it's like, it comes down to, I've had bouts of depression growing up, and I remember crying in my room, and my mom comes and she goes, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Mom, I think I'm depressed. I'm crying," and you think that she's gonna be like, "Okay, we'll fix this." She's like, "Then just stop being sad. Be happy." And you know what? Even though it's so simple, it worked for me. I was like, you know what?
Just be happy. Like, they don't need us to that. Like, just don't be sad.
And at first, at that, I was like, man, you were such a bad mom. Like, you need to get me help. But I'm like, you know what? No one can help you but yourself.
That's 100%.
And it's like,
that is exactly what my mom taught me.
Yeah.
No one's gonna help you.
Yeah. Like, stop crying. Like, figure it out. Like, figure it out. So.
Oh my God. But like, to your point, that really, like, people get too sensitive. It's so funny because Vanessa will even make a comment. She'll say, like, "My friends think you're so nice," and I'm like, "Really? Oh yeah." She goes, they don't know you." She goes, "Because you're so mean to me." And part of it is because I tell her the same thing that my mom taught me. It's like, okay, like, it's fine, cry for like whatever you need, but then you need to stop. Like, then you need to stop because I don't want to see this anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're like, "But your daughter is like," no. She has, like, I'll give her time to cry, but after a while, it's done. And if you're going to cry, don't do it in front of me.
Yeah.
And to your point, some people would be like, that is like so messed up. Yeah. But you have to.
Just being real.
Yeah.
Just being real. And, my kids, I swear, they drive me nuts. So Violet, even like, I yell at her. I yell. I yell.
Yes.
That's just how I parent. I will yell at you. I yelled at her, and then the next like hour or so, she goes, she walks away from me and she's crying. I get these text messages from Violet because she has an iPad. She sends me YouTube videos. How to talk to your children. How? This is how you should talk to your children. Gentle parenting.
Oh.
How to be a good mom.
Does it make you chuckle?
Yes. I immediately sent it to David, and he was like, "Oh my God. This was hilarious."
That is hilarious.
So, I mean, she's just sensitive. I'm like, you know what? You are so lucky that you did not grow up being punished the way that I did.
That is true. That is
You're
true.
so lucky. that it's illegal now.
But to your point, I think I do agree that sometimes you just it's good.
Tough love
Yes.
is good.
Yeah, and not too much tough love.
Yeah.
You have to.
Do you
still
believe
find
in
a balance.
gentle parenting though?
Not really.
I don't.
No.
It does not work.
Well, I don't know if it works or not, but I don't believe like that would not be my route. I mean, like I said, I don't want to be too harsh, but I would rather be err on harshness than gentleness.
Right.
But I want to be able to kind of mix it up because I do think that there's certain situations where you need to be a little bit more than the other.
Right.
So I wouldn't necessarily, but if you were to ask me which route would I take, if I only can pick one, it would be tough love.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you are tough on Vanessa, but you guys still have this wonderful relationship. Like I just watch you guys, and she still is affectionate with you. I get so jealous. My kids, she still loves you, and she. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh no, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I really cherish the fact that we're still close.
Yeah.
Considering like we're, she's figuring out herself. But back to this, yes, I agree with you. Thanksgiving, family, there's going to be a little bit of toxicity.
Yeah.
And don't be too sensitive to it.
Don't be too sensitive. And you know what? If Uncle Bob or Uncle Robert or whatever wants to get drunk, that's fine. As long as he's not like beating anyone up or telling everyone secrets. So I give it.
I'm like reading back. It says like all he did was say turn the fucking movie off. Like he didn't say fuck you. Like he just said turn the movie.
And you know what? That's like normal language in my family partners, right? Like things like that. So I just stop being sensitive.
Yeah.
There you go. But yes, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We are so thankful for our listeners as well. So thank you for listening. And I can't believe it's already going to be Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy, guys.
Yes.